And then I'm gonna wait for the neighborhood kids to find my corpse in the morning, okay? This energy drink right here is pretty much all I'm going on right now. See, I gotta move my hands when I talk. A lot of people always comment, John, why do you move your hands so much? I'm like an engine. For me to properly run, all the pistons need to be firing. What am I doing right now? Okay, so first up, we're going to be talking about some new Blu-ray releases. Then we're going to talk about the Wolf of Wall Street trailer. This Blu-ray comes out June 18th, which is today, by the way. Now, I watched this movie the other night. I didn't see it in the theaters, but to my surprise, it was better than I expected. Now, the premise of this movie is Steve Carell plays this kind of Liberace type style magician. You know, he has the big perm. He wears like a velvet suit. And then you have Jim Carrey, who plays a street magician in this movie. He's kind of like a Chris Angel type guy. You want to see a Chris Angel magic trick? Here it goes. I'm holding this Blu-ray in my hand. I'm going to make it disappear. Are you guys ready? Mind freak. Anyway, Jim Carrey in this movie plays like a magician who always goes a little bit too far. Like, for instance, at one point he actually puts a nail in his own head, or he lights himself on fire. And, you know, to Steve Carell, this isn't magic, that's just torturing yourself. In this movie, these two different style magicians are basically competing for the limelight. Now, this movie also stars Alan Arkin, who plays kind of like an inspiration to Steve Carell's character. Alan Arkin's like this famous magician who kind of just faded away in obscurity. By the way, I wanted to show you this picture of Alan Arkin right here. Doesn't that look exactly like Harvey Keitel, just a little bit? Now, this movie is a comedy. It's good for a few laughs. It's nothing amazing. It's not that memorable, but overall, it's an easy hour-and-a-half movie to get through. Anyway, this comes with a pretty cool little slipcover here. It also comes with a DVD digital download copy. Comes with a few bonus features. You have like an interview with David Copperfield talking about magic. Oh, one more thing. The thing about these movies like Now You See Me and The Incredible Burt Wonderstone is they're based on magic, but none of them really implement real-life magic tricks. They all kind of use CGI magic in their movies rather than doing real-world magic tricks that are plausible. Anyway, it's just kind of one little thing I would like to see in movies like this. And as far as picture quality goes, overall this movie looks pretty good. I have no complaints. Fee, fi, foam, I smell the blood of Jack the Giant Slayer. Now, this is a movie I watched in theaters. I never did a movie review on it because something about this movie just was a little bit bland. You know, it's not a bad movie, it's a watchable movie, it's a good family film, but the movie's kind of forgettable. Anyway, Jack the Giant Slayer comes out today on Blu-ray. This comes with the Blu-ray, the DVD, and the ultra-violent copy. Anyway, this movie stars the kid that was in Warm Bodies, who also plays Beast in X-Men First Class. Now, like I was saying, overall, this is a very family-friendly movie, and it just didn't quite have that oomph that I wanted it to. And now, sometimes the CGI in this movie just doesn't look quite polished, especially with the giants. Something about the way that this movie looks and the way that the CGI is done in this movie, it really feels like a movie that would have came out in 2006. But don't get me wrong, overall this movie is an easy watch, and especially the last 20 minutes of the movie, they're pretty entertaining. You know, you have the giants destroying a castle, they're running around. The Blu-ray picture quality on this looks phenomenal. You know, it's perfect looking almost. And as far as special features go, you have a few on there. You have deleted scenes, a gag reel, and Become a Giant Slayer. Okay guys, I got my laptop right here, and what I'm gonna do is introduce a new segment on my channel. It's called Let's Watch a Trailer Together. It might change. Let's call it Let's Watch a short example of what a movie's going to be like with a guy who's wearing a Jaws t-shirt on the Flick Pick channel. Long title, but anyway, let's watch the Wolf of Wall Street trailer directed by Martin Scorsese.
My name is Jordan Belfort. The year I turned 26, I made $49 million, which really pissed me off because it was
Now, this movie stars Leonardo DiCaprio, and Leonardo DiCaprio is kind of like Scorsese's new to-go guy. Like, it used to be De Niro back in the 80s, 90s a little bit, and now we got DiCaprio. By the way, I love DiCaprio, one of my favorite actors, and no matter how good of a performance the guy gives, he will never get an Oscar. He will be snubbed the rest of his life. Hopefully he gets one for this movie. Let's continue.
I have $1 million a week. We're making a name for ourselves. Nobody knows if the stock is going to go up, down, sideways, or in circles. You know what Fugazi is? Fugazi. It's
Matthew McConaughey. Hey. So basically, we're gonna get some comedy moments with McConaughey in this movie. By the way, speaking of McConaughey, if you've never seen the movie Two for the Money with Al Pacino, hoo-ha, motherfucker, definitely check that movie out.
Was all this legal? Absolutely not. We were making more money than we knew what to do with.
We don't work for you, man.
Yeah, my money
A hot blonde chick wrapped in cash. Looks like heaven.
What's wrong, Daddy?
Well, the movie definitely has sex appeal. So the movie also stars Jonah Hill, and after Moneyball, the guy can give a subtle performance rather than being a, comedy guy the whole time, even though I'm sure he's going to have a lot of comedic elements in the movie. All right, let's keep going. By the way, I really like the way the movie looks. The thing about Scorsese is he can always change up his style to adapt. This movie is supposed to take place in the early 1990s, really has that look going, and even the way that it's filmed and the style and the coloring even looks kind of like a 90s movie would. I know I'm just talking out of my ass right now, but that's my take on it. Let's keep going here. I want a quick tidbit about this movie. It's actually based on true events that really happened. There's a lot of scandals and corruption going on in Wall Street. I like the chimpanzee the movie has in it. Okay, so that's The Wolf of Wall Street. Comes out next November 15th, and it has everything going for it that I like. I like the whole white-collar criminal aspect of it. That always interested me, like corruption on Wall Street type thing. Also has DiCaprio, directed by Scorsese. I can't wait to check it out. I got my drive jacket on. It's because I'm going to get in my car, cruise down to the gas station, buy a candy bar and some energy drinks so I can edit this video all night long. And as usual, thanks for watching. And by the way, if you haven't already, check out my last video where I did a spoiler-filled discussion video on Man of Steel. I give my inner thoughts and everything about the movie that I liked. So my name's John, this is the Flick Big channel, and I'll see you next time.